Hey everybody, Mac here. Welcome back to the show. Today we have an accessory pack that we're going to be taking a look at, and I picked this up off of Gridiron Studios. And if you haven't checked out Gridiron Studios, you definitely should. There will be a link to them in the show notes below. They put up some really good accessory packs that look really good. This is the first one that I've picked up, so we're going to take a look at that. And I'm kind of excited about it because I forget what the actual name of this accessory pack is. Once again, there will be a link for this, a direct link, down in the show notes, down in the description below. But this is basically what I have been looking for Scarlett, because this is our movie Scarlett, and this is honestly my favorite Scarlett of the line so far. I'm not a big fan of the original classified Scarlett, not even the repaint that came out. I like this much better. I like the color scheme of this one much better. I like the look of this one much better. I definitely like the face sculpt of this one much better. But both of the Scarletts, the movie Scarlett and the classified Scarletts, all came out with this weak-looking pistol grip crossbow. And I couldn't even find the crossbow when I pulled this figure out of the case. I forget what I did with it. That's how little I cared about it. And this quiver pack, along with the daggers, comes from the classified Scarlett, because the movie Scarlett didn't come with anything other than the crossbow. However, this accessory pack comes with a crossbow, a backpack, and all kinds of goodies. So let's get Scarlett out of the way for now so we can take a look at this. This is how it came. Rip the shipping label off because, you know, internet. But we open this up, and our prize is inside. We move some bubble wrap. We have this, which is our main pack. And we have this that I saw when I opened this up that I don't really know what this is. I don't know if this is their calling card, but we got a golden gun in there, and that's kind of cool. So we open this up. This has a bit of a ziplock to it, I think. Wow. They sealed it really well. So this is his business card. You can pause and read that. Take a look at that. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, just some more advertising on the card. And then I guess the golden gun is part of the business card too. And, oh, check that out. It's bored out for blast effects. And that's actually really solid. The magazine doesn't come out, but that's, for being a promotional pack-in, that's actually pretty solid. We get some use out of that. Now let's take a look at our major piece here, what we're really after. Let's get this open. And first of all, here is our crossbow. And look at this thing. This looks fantastic. Look at the detail. Look at this. Wow. And this is basically a black rubber band tied around the stock so that it can sort of just hang. That's really cool. That is really cool. I really like the look of this. The risers don't come out. The bow doesn't open up, but I think that's the way it's supposed to be. But that looks really cool. And then in this pack right here, no skimping on the packaging. I'll give him that. Let's get this open. Oh, wait. Don't need to do that. All of it is a sealed bag. Very nice. Another card in there. We have the silenced Colt. And see what we got. We got the Ninjakin. We have these, which I think these are supposed to be, these are removable. Yep, we got removable shuriken. See that? I like how they're nicked, but the paint is really nice. Very bright silver. Really like that. Everything fits on the backpack here. You see these arrows? I think, do these come out? Yeah, well, at least there's one. Yeah. There's one bolt, one arrow that comes out. I think the rest of these are all part of it. Yeah, the rest of these are all molded in. You get one arrow that comes out, and you can see there is a slot right in there. It's a little flimsy, or a little weak. Have to take care of that. But you can tuck your pistol in on the side right there. Like I said, she has her ninjakin right here. And then over here, there's a way to stash this on here, I believe. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I was wrong. This doesn't fit on the backpack. I thought because of the positioning of these pegs right here that somehow the crossbow was able to clip onto the backpack. But when I went and I looked at the photos that were on the website, it really isn't attached. It kind of looks like they just sort of set it in there. So I don't really believe that you can clip this in anywhere. But I also think that's why they gave you the rubber band, because you can at least like sling it sort of like with a like a shoulder sling or whatever. But there was also something that I was checking out when I was playing around with this, is that if you take the arrow, and the arrow is actually really well done, you can even see like there's broadhead on there, and the fletching is colored, has one gold, one black, but there is the loop on the front of the crossbow, and there is a channel that you can actually load the arrow into the crossbow right there. And that looks really cool, but it's not really anchored in there. So you can put it in there, but it's not going to stick. And I think that's kind of cool. You can actually load it up. You can actually load it up with a bolt with an arrow right there. I still think this crossbow looks really good. Now, what everybody is waiting to see, how does it look on Scarlett? And really, the only one I'm going to be able to use is my movie Scarlett, because I don't remember where my classified Scarlett is. But let's put this on Scarlett. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so I like having a Scarlett that is finally kitted out, but there are a few things about this. And keep in mind, one of these issues may just be because of this figure and not necessarily indicative of what would happen if you used it for a classified Scarlett. But let's take the crossbow out of her hand first. And like I said, it is cool seeing Scarlett kitted out with a full backpack here. We have these stars, these shuriken that will come off. Like I said, we have her ninjakin right here, the straight sword. Now the straight sword is a little thin, but pretty much all of the swords I think that we get in lines like this anymore are a little flimsy. So it's not going to completely bend out of shape like some of the McFarlane weapons do, but it is, I don't think it'll snap either. But with the way that the sheath is built, it actually fits in there really well, and it won't fall out. Whereas the suppressed, it's a Beretta, I think. Yeah, the suppressed Beretta, has this loop that it'll fit in, but it kind of just sits in there, so it will. Oh, and the arrow falls out too. And of course, the Beretta is making a liar out of me now. But I might carve that peg down. You can see there's a lot of gapping in there. And I know that's going to vary from figure to figure, but I'm going to be using it for her. So I'll probably cut that peg down just to get it to sit flush a little bit more. And the other issue I ran into, and I think this is the one that's just indicative of the figure, is that the crossbow, the ninjakin, the ninjutsu, and the Beretta, the handles are all way too big for her. She can't get her trigger finger on the guard. She can barely get a grip on the weapon, and it does keep wanting to pop out of her hand every time I try to pose her. I don't know if you can see, but like the fingers are kind of stretching to get around the grip, and I can't get her trigger finger, see that properly in the trigger guard. But I think the reason for that is because this Scarlett has really small hands. And I even had this issue even just with some of the other weapons that I wanted to give her, even ones that came from the G.I. Joe classified line. But the movie Baroness figure has, the movie Baroness figure here has larger hands than Scarlett, and the pegs fit. And I don't mind stealing something from this Baroness because, let's face it, this is not a good Baroness. The glasses aren't good. That neck joint, I don't know what's up with that. And quite honestly, the actress that played Baroness deserved much better. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the hands off of Baroness. Whoop. We're going to pop the hands off of Scarlett. We're going to put the Baroness hands back on Scarlett. And they do fit. And now it just looks like she's wearing black gloves. And that's cool. All right. And now the crossbow actually fits much better in her hand than in the brown-handed gloves. So I'm thinking Scarlett's, because when I looked at the photos online, and you'll see them if you follow the link down below, but I'm thinking Scarlett's hands are about the size of the Baroness's hands, because this is pretty much, the classified Scarlett, I mean, because this is pretty much how she was holding it whenever in the photos. Let me get the other hands out of the way. But I think that's going to be my Scarlett now, with the black gloves, this Gridiron Studios kit going on right here. And I really like having this suppressed pistol. I like having the Ninjakin. I just really like having her kitted out now instead of just, you know, a little quiver of a backpack and a pistol grip crossbow. Now, if you go and you check out Gridiron Studios, they have a lot of stuff for like G.I. Joe Classified. You could use them for pretty much any 6-inch figure line, but it all is pretty much geared towards Classified. They have a really great Ma Deuce for Roadblock that I'm probably going to be taking a look at, and I'll probably be getting that. That's going to be really cool. So Gridiron Studios, check them out. Let me know what you think about this little kit right here. I really like having a rifle-style crossbow, something that's a little bit more, you know, new, a little bit tech looking. I really like having that. I like that she has the sword now, the suppressed Beretta, the arrows. I just like this look for her so much better. So tell me what you think. Check them out. Links are below. And play well, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.